and especially for our large commercial projects, I actually perform the role of commercial superintendent.
Okay.
So I have my team that develops the business, executes contracts, handles the administrative, and then when the work actually starts, I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'm there every single day until completion. So putting my signature on it, if you will, as a roofer, not just a roofing company owner.
And you have the experience to come in and know when it's right to put your signature on it. Randy, I appreciate you coming in today, man. I like to start these interviews off with like really deep questions that really make you think. So if it's all right with you, I would like to do that with you. Is that
Absolutely.
okay?
Yes.
All right, man. So here we go. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Absolutely.
Really? Why?
Bread and meat.
Bread and meat, and it's right.
Right.
That's how I look at it too. But nobody else really feels that way. Okay. One more. What are the first 3 apps you look at on your phone?
So LinkedIn, Outlook,
Okay.
and text message.
Text message. Yeah, I got to catch up, right?
Yep.
Yeah. For me, because I get so many like overnight like notifications, like I got to look at email, but then LinkedIn and then text messages. I make sure like my fam is all good. I wish I could not pay attention to the phone first thing in the morning. You know what I mean? I know people who just kind of dive into their day, but me, I gotta know. What if something's going on? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Man, so Finch Roofing.
Yes.
Tell me about what year did you start?
So 2020.
2020. So COVID. What month?
Yep. It's January.
Oh, okay.
Basically, roofing is something that you can do year-round in Florida.
Yes.
And obviously it is outside.
Yeah.
So it actually did not impede our business start as much as it definitely did others.
Yeah.
For that simple fact.
Yeah, I could see that because you get to be outside. Even the like coming into people's home portion, you're not in people's homes very long.
Correct.
You got to go up on a roof and inspect, and then the work is done out there.
Correct.
But still, scary time, right?
It was a uncertain future for a lot of businesses.
Right. Okay, so I think we shut down in March, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you started in January.
Yes.
So tell me about January of 2020.
So I have been in roofing for over 20 years at that point, working for other roofing companies.
Yeah.
I've held every position in a roofing company, so I knew that no matter what was needed, I would able to fill the role.
Yeah.
That helped in the immediate launch of the business. From January to December in the first year, we were automatically a multi-million-dollar business from the start. So January was very busy, and I would transition from working at another roofing company to my own.
I like to say it this way, because this is what it is for entrepreneurs. What gave you the audacity to bet on yourself?
I think realizing that the trade itself was a necessity.
Yeah.
I like to give this example. When the Discovery Channel launched the series Naked and Afraid,
yeah,
I paid close attention to it because it was popular.
Yeah.
And these people on an island or in the woods with nothing.
Nothing.
The first thing that they build, even before they build a fire, most of the time, is a roof.
Yeah, they do. Shelter.
It's definitely a necessity. Mm-hmm. So realizing that I had the knowledge of the actual trade and the business side experience let me just walk right into operating the business.
Yeah.
It took at least 10 years for me in the trade to build sort of a name for myself. Mm-hmm. And for that, I'm really grateful that I had mentors along the way that showed me what it was to be a roofer in Florida.
Right.
Because it's quite different compared to any other states in America, simply because of our Florida building code. the good news for me is that I was able to just continue on with what I was doing, but now with my name on it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So you start the business 20 years, right? You've held every position. But that's as an operator,
Yes.
right? So, and every entrepreneur when we start our businesses, we're operators. We're still operators. We're wearing lots of hats.
Yes.
The transition now 5 years later, the transition from operator to leader.
Right.
What's that been like for you?
It's been very dynamic. You have to multitask.
Yeah.
You have to be able to be the front end of the business and the back end of the business.
Yeah.
I don't have any business partners.
Okay.
I've never had any financial investors. So from the beginning, it was being responsible and consistent every single day in routine, execution, and productivity.
Routine. That's a big part of it, right? Like I find that as I've grown my business, right, the more routines, the more systems that I have in place, the easier it gets. But as an operator, a lot of times you just sort of like, hey, I know how to do it. I'm just going to do it.
Yes.
Right. It's hard to delegate and teach. Right.
Yes.
What's that been like for you to like leave it in some, because as you said, it's got your name on it, right? It's
Right.
your baby. So what's it been like to have somebody else go out into the field and take your name with them?
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I've tried to work with people that have been in the industry actually longer than I have.
Okay. Interesting.
Interestingly enough, as it stands today, I'm actually the youngest person in my company.
Really? Okay. Okay.
It's something I picked up along the way, realizing that throughout my entire career of working for other roofing companies, the mentorship I received was from the generation above me.
Okay.
And so being able to continue that culture in my business has been extremely effective. And I'm very grateful for everyone that believes in me as their leader. And it's humbling to know that experience and age-wise, I'm the youngest.
Yeah. A lot of times when I talk to entrepreneurs, they talk about having mentors outside of their business. But you've got them inside the business too now.
Yes.
Man, that's interesting. I don't think I've interviewed another entrepreneur that could say they're the youngest person on their team. Being that you're the youngest, what's it like? Like, what's the culture there? Like, what are you doing for culture? What's your vision?
So the vision is to perform the highest quality of roof installation work around.
Okay.
We carry that vision by sometimes being hired simply to manage roofing projects, not as the installer,
Okay.
but as the actual overseer of the projects, watching and documenting and reporting and liaisoning between other roofing companies and clients.
Okay.
I think that there's a little bit of a misnomer, at least there was for me. At first, I thought that everyone on a team should get along.
Okay.
We can still be professional and disagree.
100%.
And my team disagrees often,
Okay.
but there is position and there is order and there is structure to the company.
Yeah.
But it allows for a little bit of friction.
Okay.
And I oftentimes relate a company to a human body.
Okay.
So, in my opinion, normally the company owner is the soul of the company, translating daily the vision and the passion and the drive.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, there should be someone in sort of a general manager position that is the brain of the company.
Okay. Yeah.
That executes the standard operating procedures daily, consistently, logically, with perhaps even less emotion.
Right.
Then there's normally another person that is into business development that is the face of the company, where they're out there marketing, developing, creating relationships, things that carry through to reciprocating clients. And last but not least, there's the actual arms and legs of the company, which is the workers, the ones that are actually doing the installations
Executing.
and delivering the product, if you will.
Yeah.
Now, we know that even with ourselves, you can be in conflict internally at any given moment.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's confusing how our brain could be of a different opinion than our heart, for example.
Mm-hmm.
When I observe the dynamic of the culture of my company in relation to the human body, it makes sense. I notice there's a lot of motivation out there that is very hustle-centered culture.
Okay.
It is very make sure everyone is feeling the best they possibly can at any given moment.
Right.
And I think that is good for a season, that is good for a meeting, but we live in the real world.
Right.
And in regards to a company team, we have to be realistic about what combinations make sense and what combinations don't.
Right.
And for me, it's the company combination that can act as, metaphorically, a human body.
I get it. I see it. Yeah. And as you said, like, we're living the real world. So, like, everybody is not going to always get along. Not everybody is not always going to be having the most wonderful day. You know, we had Jamie Marco on here like 2 or 3 episodes ago, and she talked about asking people what their number was on a given day.
Right.
1 to 10. What's your number? Like, are you, 9.5 and you're on top of the world and everything's great, and your personal life, everything's great, your professional life, you feel good, you got good sleep? Or is everything great? Maybe you didn't sleep so well and you're a 7 or a 6 or you're a 4. You're not trying to talk to people today. Everything's good, but I don't really want to talk. Everybody has a different number on a given day.
Right.
And similar to the body. Yeah, I could see, like, especially, I'm 43 now, man. Sometimes my knees get a little sore. It's still working good, but it's a little, maybe the number's a little under 10 or whatever. I get it. But even though somebody's number might be low on a day, we all got to move forward. We all got to complete or execute what we're trying to execute.
Correct.
I dig that. A lot. All right, so I find that every entrepreneur's journey different. We excel in some areas, we struggle with some areas, and the things we have to overcome along the way differ from one person to the next. So talk to me about something that, especially in that first year, outside of COVID, so maybe even those first couple months, what was something that you struggled with figuring out? You had to just figure it out to overcome it.
Yeah. I had to figure out very quickly cash flow.
Yeah.
It's the lifeblood of a business.
It is.
And how you have families that are relying on the company to make sure that is there every single week.
Yeah.
And you take that week and break it down to every single day, and then you take that day and break it down to every single hour.
Yeah.
So really putting your time in that perspective is a different kind of responsibility that affects more people even than are just in the company.
100% agree. We had shout out Joey Brannon. We had Joey Brannon on the show from Axiom Strategic, the business consultants, and he likened it to the way an aircraft reports souls on board, not just the passengers, but everybody, the pilot, the crew members, everybody is a soul on board. And so you might have 50 employees, but maybe half of them got wives and half of them got kids, and they're all dependent on the success of the business. And it's something I remind myself, I'm easily distracted, right? Like I work in a digital world. I for my work, I have to get onto social media, and you know how that is, right? Like you lose a whole day. So when I start to get distracted, man, I try to remind myself that there's a soul on board that is dependent on the success of this business. And me swiping, you know what I mean, is taken away from that, like, because they're dependent on the success of the business. So 100% agree, man. It's a different type of stress when you sign the front of the check.
Right.
You know what I mean? So what systems, processes, overcoming cash flow or understanding cash flow, like what are some things that you were able to put in place to make all that run smoothly for you and Finch Roofing?
So we live in a very interesting time of technology,
Yeah.
and I'm actually 41,
Okay.
so we're similar age.
Yeah.
Growing up, we kind of had a completely different experience than the modern age.
Yeah.
So I remember when you were sort of a big deal if you had a pager.
Yes, sir.
My, how far we've come.
Yeah.
But I realized very quickly that having the correct platforms for the business would be everything.
Yes.
So spent a lot of time researching what that would mean for a roofing company and found a platform that would tie into not only accounting, but production operations, from production operations to the field, to the clients even. Having that seamless platform for the company's ecosystem to exist on in real time
Yeah.
without delay was really the game changer for us.
Okay.
And I think that as things continue to evolve, it will be staying up on technology, because if you can make things more efficient and less painful for everyone involved, that's a happy experience.
You save that time.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Saves the business money.
Right.
Less headache.
Right.
Yeah. Any platforms you want, without giving away the secrets, any platforms you want to recommend?
For roofing, I would recommend AccuLinks.
AccuLinks.
Yes.
So if somebody not in South Florida, but somebody that is somewhere in the world and wanted to start a roofing company, AccuLinks.
For sure.
Got you. Okay. That's cool, man. That's cool. All right, so 5 years in. Wait. Yeah, 5 years in.
Yes.
What's the next 5 years hold?
Next 5 years holds a lot more growth.
Okay.
When I first started the company, I thought that covering geographical territory would be a better approach to growth. I quickly realized that where you are and measuring the market share of where you're operating and capturing more of that is a much healthier way to grow.
Very. Yeah, agreed.
So being able to continue to expand locally where our offices are, and the model is set and the model works. Just being able to enhance even more efficiently the customer experience, and continue to grow into more and more commercial roofing
Okay.
is where we're going right now.
Is the customer experience, like you know as well as I do, like lots of competition in your industry, right?
Yes.
Is the customer experience the big differentiator?
Yes.
Because like one roofing company may do just as good a job as another, but if they have a horrible customer experience system in place, like that's going to drive that business down.
It is. And to ensure ours currently, especially for our large commercial projects, I actually perform the role of commercial superintendent.
Okay.
So I have my team that develops the business, executes contracts, handles the administrative, and then when the work actually starts, I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'm there every single day until completion.
Okay.
So putting my signature on it, if you will, as a roofer, not just a roofing company owner.
Right.
And that word of mouth referral has continuously guaranteed us our next large commercial job.
Yeah. Over and over. Just repeat.
Yes.
Man. And you have the experience to come in and know when it's right to put your signature on it versus, if I started a roofing company, I would be the company owner, but I wouldn't know anything.
Correct.
You have the experience.
Correct.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Okay. How do you, as you grow, how many team members you got right now?
So 17.
17. So it's a lot of souls on board.
Yes.
As you grow, 5 years later, you're 27 and 37 and 47. Like what do you have planned for ensuring that this culture, this customer experience this system you've put in place, how are you planning to make sure that employee number 57 understands it as well as employee number 17?
Right.
What are you going to do?
Right. So I actually have another roofing company that I started.
Okay.
And what's interesting about that, the reason I bring it up is because this company started a year ago, is focused on residential roofs only.
Okay.
And I'm actually the oldest person at that company.
All right.
So it's sort of a mentorship and giving back to the next generation of people that will be coming up through the roofing industry. And because I'm the sole owner of both companies, I can transition back and forth, ensuring the seamless implementation of culture.
Nice. Nice. And I bet you could probably take a team member from one to the other.
That's exactly
as well.
right.
Wow, I love that. And so mentorship, you're encouraging them maybe to start their own one day.
That's correct.
I love it. So we do this here.
Yes.
I took the idea from the Goodwill. Shout out Goodwill Industries. When I started the business, I got to pay bills, right?
Right.
So I got a full-time job at the Goodwill, and they let me bring my laptop to work.
Wow.
So like I would sit there. I said I want to start a business. Great. When the bell doesn't go off, you can sit there and run your business because they wanted me to get to where I wanted to go.
Right.
So your young folks, they want to start their own business and they're learning from the best.
Right.
I love it. Randy, as an entrepreneur, your time is your most valuable asset. Do you agree?
I agree.
My man, we are thankful that you just gave us some of your time.
Thank you.
We just had that little gift for you, man.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you very much.